We're live at the track. I'm Damon Singleton. Day 2 is in full swing and the energy is electric. Coming up, Ian McNulty takes what is always his first bite of the fest, the Cochon de Lait Po-Boy. Hannah Leviton takes us inside the Jamaican Cultural Exchange area. We crown our Jazz Fester of the day, and Keith Spera sits down with Cowboy Mouth's own Fred LeBlanc. But first, a big thanks to our sponsors. Extend your festival weekend. Plan your Louisiana trip at explore.louisiana.com. And thanks to New Orleans and Company for working year-round to make New Orleans a better place to live, work, and visit. Learn more at neworleansandcompany.com. Now, let's get to the show.
Ian McNulty here at Jazzfest. One of my first bites every year has got to be the Cochon de Lait Po-Boy. It's one of the classic dishes in this cornucopia of great Creole flavor out here at Jazzfest. And so I usually march myself right over to the stage as one of my first bites. Thank you very much. Now look at that beauty. That's loaded with roasted pork, creamy coleslaw underneath, crisp little pistolette. I know it's good, but I always add a little hot sauce too. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
I'm going to show you a little food writer hack, how to eat a lot of food out at Jazzfest. I'll bring a cutting board, a little plastic knife, so I can share it with you. I'm home. There's so much at Jazzfest, but the food is really a big part of it. There are some flavors that people wait all year to have specifically at Jazzfest, and that's what makes it such a rich part of the experience. People associate these flavors, these dishes, with all the good times they have out here, and it's just really good Louisiana food. Glad to be back with a little Cochon de Lait Po-Boy.
Hi, I'm Billy Nungesser, Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Louisiana, and we're about to kick off a great day at the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. This festival puts Louisiana food, music, and culture center stage. There's nothing like it anywhere. I hope you have a great time and get inspired to come back and experience all Louisiana has to offer. Visit ExploreLouisiana.com to plan a trip of a lifetime where you can feed your soul.
All right, I'm Hannah Leviton from the Times-Picayune, and we are here with the bride and groom of the day. How do you guys feel, Alexa and Alex?
Well, pretty relieved now and full of joy.
No better feeling ever in history in any place ever.
How long were you guys planning to get married at Jazzfest?
We weren't,
100
and then
days.
we were doing it, and then 3 months later, here we are.
What was the sign-up process? What was that like?
We know a guy.
A friend of hers works for the foundation. He tipped us off about this. He said, we don't know if we already booked as many as we usually do. We don't know if we'll be able to fit you in. Well, apparently they were all reading our letter in the office and cracking up and
Believing in
they
our
accepted
love.
our pitch, yes.
That's amazing. So what's the plan for the rest of the day, you guys?
We have a hand-stitched flag made by one of our best friends, Lee. Our friends will be looking for it in the skies. We're going to hit all the stages. We're heading to Fay-Do-Do for our first dance.
2 A's with an infinity. Come meet us out here.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much, and we'll catch you next time at the next wedding.
Louisiana, I now pronounce you.
So you like things curated with a little extra care? Good. This city doesn't do ordinary. It does unforgettable. A little indulgence? Of course, you've earned it. Culture? We wrote the book. Where dinner is more than a meal, it's an experience. And music? Oh, it finds you. This is New Orleans, curated for you. Get started at NewOrleans.com.
Hey, your Friday forecast, not looking too bad. Some cloudy skies this afternoon and the possibility of a shower or two, but only a small chance of that. Your bigger issue is probably going to be the UV index, which is at the very high level, once again today, so you got to protect your skin from the dangerous rays of the sun. Take a look at the models showing a couple of spotty showers, but not more than a couple of spotty showers. Your temperatures this afternoon will be rising into the 80s, so it's going to be a very warm and humid day today. Cloud cover is going to be with us across the skies tonight. Slight chance of rainfall. Temperatures this evening for all the performances will be in the mid to the upper 70s. Hey, this forecast brought to you by Entergy, powering our culture-rich home for more than 100 years.
New Orleans, we're back for another day of Jazz Fest. I'm Hannah Levitin, a reporter, and I'm bringing you some live coverage of the Culture Exchange Pavilion. This year, the country is Jamaica. You can check out the amazing food, the amazing art, and we're going to be taking a look at one artist who came all the way from Kingston, Jamaica. We are here in the Culture Pavilion, and this year, the country is Jamaica. So expect plenty of dishes, plenty of really cool acts. We've got several to go today. Make sure to check the schedule. It's a great place to just come, relax, hang out with friends. As you can tell, it is under a tent. That is super rare for any stage. Right across from the Culture Pavilion, we have several Culture Exchange bars. You can get drinks, food, quick little bites. It's a great way to wind down with friends. I'm gonna be trying the One Love Jamaican Punch. It's a blend of rum, coconut water, delicious juices that they say, and passion fruit. So let's go try it. That is so good and refreshing. Come check it out at the Culture Exchange Bar. I'm here with Taj Francis, an artist who came all the way from Kingston, Jamaica. He's actually friends with another artist who produced the backdrop. Taj, thank you so much for being with us. What has it been like, starting at Jazz Fest? Is this your first year?
Yeah, it's my first year, first time in New Orleans. It's, exciting. I love it.
And what did it take to prepare? I know that you're doing a live demonstration, a live mural behind me. What is that like to, pursue your craft in front of so many people who are watching?
Yeah, so this is probably the biggest crowd I've ever painted in front of. So I've painted murals like all around, but because this is so dense and like everyone's here, it's just, very good energy. Everyone's kind of like happy to be here. Just some kids from the art group came and took pictures with it. It's just been fun.
Have you tried any of the food yet, or what are you most excited for?
Not yet, but all I've been told about is like you have to try all the food. So I'm just like, is it lunch yet? Yeah. I'm excited. Po' boys, just I don't know, everything. There's so much things, I'm excited for all of it.
Well, thank you so much, and stay tuned at NOLA.com for live coverage.
In my Louisiana, jazz has a way of making me sway.
Cajun goes way into the night.
Zydeco is the only way to move me. That's right.
In my Louisiana, blues is a way of life.
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
If you're ready to explore the heart of Central Louisiana, head to Alexandria. Start your morning at Tamp and Grind. Whether you're grabbing a coffee or a full breakfast, this downtown favorite is the ultimate spirited fuel for a day of exploring. Next, cross the river to Forts Randolph and Bulow State Historic Site. This is a genuine walk through history. Wandering the boardwalks along the Red River is a peaceful way to soak in the area's deep roots and natural beauty. Head back into the heart of the city for a stroll through the downtown historic district. Step inside the Alexandria Museum of Art, where vibrant and rotating galleries celebrate the state's creative spirit. Walk through the lobby of the legendary Hotel Bentley to soak in the architecture and timeless elegance of this historic gem. Then walk along the Alexandria riverfront, where the scenic trail offers a peaceful moment to take in the views of the water. For the perfect finish, head over to the Cottage for lunch. This spot is as local as it gets, serving up genuine home-style favorites that make you feel like family. It's pure comfort food served with that signature neighborly charm. Keep the good times rolling and plan your Alexandria adventure at explorelouisiana.com.
Hello, New Orleans. Happy Jazz Fest. This is Casey Bubnash with NOLA.com. We're going to find some people to talk to about what they're most excited about this week. Okay, I'm here with our Jazz Fester of the day, Claire. Claire, tell us your age and how many times you've been at Jazz Fest.
Hey y'all, I'm Claire Turney, I'm 22, and this is my first time at Jazz Fest.
Woo! First time! Where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hell yeah. Okay, and what are you most looking forward to this weekend?
I'm really happy to be here with my dad this weekend. I love going to shows with him, and we're really excited for Shiny Ribs tonight and David Byrne on Sunday.
David Byrne, that's the one I'm most excited for too. Yes. What food are you most excited to try?
I really want to try crawfish bread. I've been having mad crawfish boils since I've been in Louisiana, but I've never had crawfish bread, and I'm so excited.
Okay, well, this brings me to my next most important question that I've been asking everybody. Crawfish or oysters if you had to choose?
I think I'm choosing crawfish for the spectacle of it all. They get nice and red and shiny. There's other stuff in the boil. Oysters, you're just slurping something strange off of a shell.
Okay, and tell us about your outfit. It's so cute. How did you choose this? What was the inspo?
I was trying to be bright and sunny on the first day of Jazzfest, trying to match the mood. I got some fun makeup on. My big earrings, these are from Indonesia. This was my friend Meredith in college. Thrifted these boots. And yeah, here we are. Bright and sunny. Orange is my favorite color.
All right, thank you so much. I think that's it.
Thank you.
Come with me to Woodhouse Spa in Metairie. They welcomed me with a hot towel infused with essential oils, then I changed into a robe and slippers and relaxed with some tea. I highly recommend the Paris tea. My service started with dry brushing and a body mask, then a mineral bath followed by an amazing Swedish massage. My favorite was the head massage, especially with the essential oils. It was 80 minutes of pure relaxation and I left feeling completely refreshed. I highly recommend Woodhouse Spa if you want to treat yourself.
Hey, I'm Keith Spera with NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune at the 2026 New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival. I am backstage at the main festival stage with the drummer and singer of a quiet little folk band called Cowboy Mouth. Hey, Fred LeBlanc, how you doing?
Nice move there, Keith. Nice move. I'm Fred LeBlanc, not with NOLA.com. And I play in a quiet little folk band called Cowboy Mouth from the greatest city in the entire world, New Orleans, Louisiana. Over to you, Keith.
I joke, of course. They are not a quiet little folk band. They are a rock and roll band, which is the reason you guys are playing in front of Kings of Leon today on the main stage. A Jazz Fest gig, is it a little something extra for you guys? Something special?
Yeah. It's the highlight of the year.
Yeah?
It's the highlight of the year. It's always, you know, Quint and Rob and everybody in the Jazz Fest office have been nothing but great to us ever since we started playing here in 1991. In fact, I was telling my kids over here about the very first show we ever played here, played a smaller stage, and I didn't put two and two together and think we're playing a horse track. And it had rained the day before, so I dove off the stage and covered myself in mud, and then I realized, this is mud. Nobody would come near me for like 2 days, you know.
Was that with Dasher Brock?
Yeah, it was Cowboy Mouth.
That was Cowboy Mouth.
I played once with Dasher Brock in 88.
And had you been to Jazz Fest before that, or was that your first time?
No, I didn't. I lived in the suburbs, and I didn't really venture that much out. It was kind of like a little kind of nerdy, kind of misfit kid, just kind of kept to himself. I didn't know this whole world existed until I started playing music. I was like, whoa, look at this. This is paradise.
So your first time at Jazz Fest was as a performer, then? Is there any that stand out for you over the years? I mean, looking back, because I mean, you've Cowboy Mouth's done Jazz Fest every year since
every year since. This is our 35th appearance.
35th appearance at Jazz Fest.
So many memories. You know, people always come to me and they say, "Oh, I remember when you climbed on the stage and everything. And when you climbed to the top of the stage." And what they didn't realize is that I was up there, and I didn't realize that the only part of the stage that existed at the time was a tarp, and so I'm not a tiny man. So it's like. I'm sitting up there, rock and roll. Hey, everybody, glad to be alive. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Don't let me fall. Don't let me dry. Don't let me die. Don't let me die. So, rock and roll. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
It was like you're going back and forth between reality and rock star.
Pretty much.
Yes, you're bouncing back and forth.
And so many great shows. I remember, and you wrote about this. The Katrina, the first Jazz Fest after Katrina.
Yep.
And I remember,
which was 20 years ago this year.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
All the power went out. We we lost power, and then it was like, oh God, what are we going to do? So I didn't know what else to do. So I had 2 minutes specifically to fill, because at a festival you have to know what you're going to play. It has to be timed down because everything else runs like clockwork.
Sure.
So I just grabbed the mic and sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow just to fill time. And I don't know if it was you, but somebody wrote that while I was singing it and hitting the crescendo, the clouds parted behind me or something like that. And it was like, Jazzfest miracle. And it was like, oh, awesome. That's cool. I had no idea. I was just trying to fill time. And let's see. We played before, who was that band? Greta Van Fleet. That was a lot of fun.
Greta Van Fleet, another rock and roll band.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
yes, indeed.
we played before Aerosmith. That was something. The backstage was as interesting as the front of the stage, but we won't go into that, will we?
No,
and,
no. No, we won't. No, we
all
won't.
right.
No, we won't.
Hannah's giving you the signal.
She's the signal. So, all right. Bottom line, you're not going to be climbing the scaffolding today, though, probably.
Most likely not. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think there's some sort of a clause that prevents me from doing that. Some sort of a legal clause that prevents me from doing that. So.
The Fred LeBlanc clause in the contract. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, folks, you won't be climbing the scaffolding today. But again, one of the great rock and roll bands here in New Orleans, Cowboy Mouth. Go see them. I am Keith Spera from NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune.
Are you with me?
So you like things curated with a little extra care? Good. This city doesn't do ordinary. It does unforgettable. A little indulgence? Of course, you've earned it. Culture? We wrote the book. Where dinner is more than a meal, it's an experience. And music? Oh, it finds you. This is New Orleans, curated for you. Get started at NewOrleans.com.
In my Louisiana, sunrise means fresh seafood on the table.
In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic, from sunup to sundown.
Till sunup again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
Hi, I'm Alice Glenn, Executive Vice President of New Orleans & Company. We are the official destination marketing and sales organization for the city of New Orleans. Festival season in New Orleans is the most wonderful time of the year. If you're visiting New Orleans for the first time and coming to one of our world-renowned festivals, I think there's a couple of things you need to know. First of all, this is not Coachella, it's not Southern California. We're here to have a great time and be comfortable and authentic when we're doing it. Okay, when I'm coming to Jazzfest or any festival, I'm definitely packing a backpack with sunscreen and a hat. Gotta protect my skin. I'm definitely going to bring either a chair or a blanket to be comfortable if I want to sit and enjoy some music. You can bring sealed water bottles in, so really important to stay hydrated, or an empty reusable water bottle. There's a couple of things that I think you need to make sure you're prepared for if you're going to be here all day. First of all, comfortable shoes. Definitely got to plan to be on your feet, and check the weather. If it's going to be rainy or sunny, you want to dress appropriately. If you need to get out of the sun, the blues tent, the jazz tent, chairs, shade, they've got some fans, great place to go, have a little respite. And my real pro tip is the grandstand. Air conditioning, clean bathrooms with running water, definitely a must stop. You gotta have a mango freeze. This is a must do, especially in really hot weather. I like Mrs. Sweet's meat pies. I like crawfish bread and Monica. There's really no bad choice. One of my favorite though, and this is maybe another pro tip, is the United Home Nation is doing their authentic Native American fry bread. So delicious. It's a must stop if you haven't done it before. I'm definitely team backpack when I'm coming. A real pro tip is bring a few Ziploc bags, grab a few meat pies to throw home for like a midnight snack, maybe some crawfish bread. Cochon de Lait Po-Boy packs really well. I personally like to stage hop. I think there's just too much great talent here at the fest to stay in one spot. I am comfort first, always at Jazzfest. Comfortable clothes, definitely comfortable shoes, and a hat is the way to go.
I am definitely Team Mango Freeze. But if you need a little booze, go to one of the beer stands, get one of the really delicious rosé cans where it's on your Mango Freeze. This is like the best of both worlds. I mean, I think really what we need to know is that New Orleans is an amazing, unique place. And if you haven't experienced festival season here in New Orleans, it is definitely worth the trip. Whatever we can do here at New Orleans & Company to help you plan your vacation. New Orleans is built to host major events, whether it's a festival like this, hosting hundreds of thousands of people, or a meeting with 20 people in a hotel. We're here to help.
That's a wrap for our Friday afternoon coverage. From Cowboy Mouth to the Cochon de Lait, Day 2 is one for the books. Don't miss a moment. Follow us at NOLA News on Instagram for live highlights and photos from the track. A huge thanks to our sponsors. Extend your festival weekend. Plan your Louisiana trip at explorelouisiana.com. And thanks to New Orleans & Company for working year-round to make New Orleans a better place to live, work, and visit. Learn more at neworleansandcompany.com. I'm Damon Singleton. Head on out to headliners Jon Batiste or Lorde tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.